No matter what those voices in your head are telling you, you need to understand that what you do today, how you think today, it will determine tomorrow. Like if you sit around today, shoot the breeze, play video games, talk on the phone, text, browse on social media, all of that is taking up time, you guys. All of that is taking up our time. And then we get to December 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and everybody's doing the vision board parties and coming up with the resolutions. And it's a continuous cycle of the same thing. A lot of goals being unmet, a lot of aspirations, people never see it. And the potential just dies. A lot of potential is just out there in the graveyard because people allow circumstances to determine whether or not they make a move. It's been a long day, moms. It's been a long day, guys. But I'm simply here to remind you to show up. Oftentimes, when things don't go our way, when things don't go according to the plan that we had, when the strategy falls through, the first thing that we do is quit. Decide that I don't want anything else to do with it. I'm not going to try anymore. But I'm here to remind you that everyone has some type of problem. If you pick up your phone right now and call 5 people and ask them, tell me about one problem that you have, I'm willing to bet that at least 4 of them will tell you about a problem. Because we do have some people in this world who always say everything is great. They're not going to tell you about their problems no matter how hard you pull at their teeth. They are just private like that, prideful or whatever you want to call it. Cautious, if you will. And you have to respect that. But at any given moment, everyone has some type of problem or issue. But everyone does not have the willpower to continue on, to show up. But I'm telling you tonight to show up, because what you do today, it will matter tomorrow. It'll show up tomorrow. And tomorrow could be 2 years from now. But if you never make the step, because once today is gone, like we don't get it anymore. And yeah, we hear that all the time. Hey, what you do today, tomorrow it's going to matter. And sow seeds today, tomorrow you're going to get that harvest. We hear this type of talk all the time. But do people actually believe it? I know that I do. I can speak for me. I am hopeful and so prayerful that one day I get to see what's on the other side of my consistency. You can call me many things, but you can't call me inconsistent. No matter if I have been in grief, upset, dissatisfied, disheartened, I have showed up. And I'm here to tell you guys, do the same. Just because someone said you're not right for the job, someone said you're not a good lover, you're not a good friend, you don't have the right body shape, the way that you speak is not good enough, you're not eloquent enough, you don't have the right body type to draw a man, you don't have enough money to draw in a good wife. No matter what people are saying to you, no matter what those voices in your head are telling you, you need to understand that what you do today, how you think today, it will determine tomorrow. Like if you sit around today, shoot the breeze, play video games, talk on the phone, text, browse on social media, all of that is taking up time, you guys. All of that is taking up our time. And then we get to December 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and everybody's doing the vision board parties and coming up with the resolutions. And it's a continuous cycle of the same thing. A lot of goals being unmet, a lot of aspirations, people never see it. And the potential just dies. A lot of potential is just out there in the graveyard because people allow circumstances to determine whether or not they make a move, whether or not they believe. Look, whether anybody believes in me or not, I'm still going forward. And yes, I have my day. Today happens to be one of those days when I feel a bit discouraged. But even so, I'm still going to give out of the abundance of my soul. Some days I give out of the emptiness of my soul. Well, I say empty, but I know whenever I give something, it's going to hit someone. It's going to resonate with someone because it's coming from a real place. Honesty, transparent, enough to help someone. So wherever you are today, I know a lot of us want better. Some of you want to be able to afford to live in a different neighborhood, be able to afford to go and buy a car cash, to be able to afford to book a flight and go wherever you want to go in this world. And it's like buying a Pop Tart to you. You know, Pop Tarts cost about $2 to $3, which means it's nothing to you. How many of you want to live like that? Like the red carpet has been laid out for you. Some people want better relationships, huh? To be able to control that anger. Sometimes we have things within us that need to be healed, that need to be cleared out because it's destroying relationships in our lives. How many of you are excited about personality changes? Are excited about getting rid of the emotional dysfunction? Some people think that they're all right, that everybody else is at fault, that everybody else is to blame, never really taking blame for themselves. Especially in relationships, sometimes they're so one-sided. And even that can discourage people, that you can feel like you want so much out of life. But when your spouse starts talking, when that person whom you love so much starts ridiculing you because of the way you hold them in high esteem, you're like, man, out of everyone in the world, I would have never expected for the person that I love to ridicule me like this. I would have never expected the people whom I have given my time to criticize me like this, for them to tell me that I'm nothing. It happens though. Show up though. The people are waiting. The clients are waiting. Customers are waiting. Souls are waiting for you to show up. If you don't show up, people die. If you don't show up, people's relationships are never restored. If you don't show up, young people run into trouble. If you don't show up with your gift, talent, skill, expertise, then the mission that is on your life will not get done. You see, if we thought of life in that way, we won't spend a lot of time wasting time, and we wouldn't allow circumstances, normally bad circumstances, to keep us from doing what we have to do. Start that business, start that company, take those online classes, go back to school if need be. Ask someone that you know for help that's in the same line of work. Lose the pride. Make that phone call. Ask for forgiveness. Be a man or a woman of your word and do what you said that allegedly you wanted to do. Until next time.